Here we go. We're live now. Und da ist Hepti. Hallo Hepti, grüß dich. Ich hoffe, dir geht's gut. I'm going to speak English in this in this stream. Last time I spoke French and English and German, everything at the same time. But I think I'll stick to English. I want to do this again because you've heard the set I'm gonna play today. You've heard this before 2 weeks ago, and I found the sound quality was quite appalling. I know that Hepti and also Claudio from Remain Grateful covers Playground. I find this quite charming. Hello, Al. Great to see you. I hope the sound is okay this time. As I was saying, I felt a bit sorry about the appalling sound from 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to play the same set today as I as I did a couple of weeks ago on a piano. But first of all, I'd like to give shout-outs to people who regularly tune in. I've been away from internet over the weekend, so I didn't have time to get back to people and to reply to comments. But I'd like to give shout-outs to people who regularly tune in. And I actually forgot to mention Folkenblueser. Al, you quite regularly in my live sessions too. Anyway, the links are in the description. First, the first one I like to give a shout out to is Claudio from Remain Grateful's Covers Playground. Then I'd like to give a shout out to you probably know Claudio. If you don't, please check him out. He's a great vocalist. He's a great singer. He does covers and karaoke singing, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's Tracy Brasman, who's an amazing painter. She does amazing paintings and collages and things like that. Then we got our friend Hepti, who's a great singer and pianist, and he also plays the guitar and has some fun videos on his channel. I'd like to give a shout out too. Then another guy is Peter Pretorius. He's from Germany, like Hepti, and he's got a great channel, and he's got great music, quite dark music, and he's a brilliant guitar player and songwriter. Then we got Teraka Christian. I think he's a French. If I'm not wrong, he's a French speaking. He's French speaking, but he lives in Basel where they speak German. That's why I got confused for a while. But now I think I found that out. Then we get here's my shout out to Teraka. And I'm trying to read the comments at the same time. Hello, Claudio. Hey. Good to see you, everybody. And then next one on my list is Ayrton Junior Goulart from Brazil. He's a great guitar player and musician. Then we get two Eternity Butterflies from I think they're American, but that they live in Denmark. They got a great channel with very aesthetic, very nice videos and nice music. Then another guy is Chopper Carlos. He's from Germany. He's Argentinian, but he lives in Germany. He does good, great covers of acoustic songs. Then you got Melanie Colley from Germany. She's a great singer and very good lyric writer, text writer, and so here's my shout out to her. Then we got Lars Nielsen from Denmark, who's a great musician, who reminds me a bit of Tom Waits. Then we got Oates is Oates. His name is Joe, I think, who's a great musician too. Then we got Ellen Mendenhall. She's a great karaoke singer. Then we got Half Dead geezers. His name is Philip Merieux, and he's from New Orleans, I think. And he's a brilliant guitar player. And then we got Klaus Ochs, who's a brilliant guitar player too. Then we get a classical musician called Andre Simoni. Then we get another great singer and guitar player, Johnny L. from Australia. And finally, I got my friend Eduanis Seguera. He's from Cuba, and he does great music too. So all the links to the channels are in the description, and if you get time and if you're motivated, please check these guys out. They're great musicians, or check each other out. You're great musicians, and I'm very happy to be part of this community. And I thought nobody'd show up at the beginning, so that's why I took this Ruby Cube again to kill time, but I don't really need to do this. So I think I'll try to. Ma maman était baloise, so his mother was from Basel. And Teraka is not a musician, but he does very beautiful videos on the. Where's my shout out to Teraka? I think I did, but I didn't say what he's doing. He's doing great filming of ducks and swans and nice birds, you know. And there's some nice scenes where when you see a big bird eating a mouse, and he's got great videos, and so check Teraka out as well, even though he's not a musician. Okay, I hope you all had a great weekend, and I think I'll start the music now. I hope you can hear me all right. I hope you can hear this piano. By the way, somebody was asking what was wrong with my last the live stream a couple of weeks ago. What the sound problem was, and I can tell you, you guys gave me good feedback. Some said the sound was brilliant, and some said it was okay. Some said it wasn't too bad, but nobody actually said it was quite appalling, the sound actually. And the reason for that is I got this microphone here, and I got my laptop computer, and there's a microphone in the laptop computer, and you can tell the YouTube or the software that does the streaming to either pick up the sound from the microphone in the computer or the microphone here. And this microphone is attached to this. I get this guy here. I don't know if you can see it. This is a sound card, and this gives good quality sound. And I plugged my headphones into this into this sound card, so I'm listening to what's coming out of the sound card. But I made the mistake that I didn't check that the streaming software that goes onto YouTube, that it picked up the sound from the sound card and not from the microphone. So it picked up the sound from the sound card. That's why you could still hear me speaking. I'm sorry, it's picked up the sound of the microphone, the internal mic on the Mac. That's why you could still hear me speaking, but you couldn't hear the piano, and that should be different. And I'm looking forward to playing for you. All right, so this First song is an instrumental piece called the Paki song. And you probably, except for Christian, nobody knows what the Paki is. The Paki is a neighborhood in Geneva. It's kind of a popular neighborhood with lots of restaurants, but it's also quite a dodgy neighborhood with a lot of red lights, and so it's a good name for a song. And actually the reason why I called it like this is that I once rented a basement in Paki for musical purposes. I had a little basement where I could play music, and I had a piano there, and I wrote this song there. That's why it's called the Paki theme. Thank you. Thank you. I see some thumbs going. Hello, Sherry and Max from Two Eternity Butterflies. Welcome. So that was my first song. Now I get another one, which is more famous than the first one. And I first heard it on a single record, like a 45, goes 45 turns per minute or something. I found in my mother's record collection, and I put it on. It's a funny little disc, you know. We don't really know anymore these days, or they're coming back. The vinyls, they come back. But anyway, that was a disc from 1968 or 69. I think it was 68, and I really liked the song, which went like this. Desmond had the barrow in the marketplace. Molly was the singer in a band. Desmond said to Molly, girl, I like your face. And Molly says this, she takes him by the hand. Oh bloody, life goes on. Blah, la, la, life goes on. Oh bloody, life goes on. Blah, la, la, life goes on. Desmond takes a trolley to the jewelry store, buys a 20-carat golden ring, takes 7 people here. Thank you. So that was a song you probably all knew. Obla di bla, oh obla di bla da, obla di obla da by the Beatles. And then I got an original song which is called Business. Goes like this. Don't mind the rain on business. I never complain on business. Business, business, business. Ooh, I love business. I drive a fancy car on business. Champagne and caviar on business. Business, business, business. Ooh, I love business. For a good time, I lie and steal. For a good job, I kill and rob, or have somebody do it for me. Mine is the show on business. I know what I have to know on business. Business, business, business. Ooh, I love business. I know how to play on business. I have the last say on business. Business, business, business. Ooh, I love business. For a good deal, I lie and steal. For a good job, I kill and rob, or have somebody do it for me. Thank you. Hey, cool. A lot of messages going in the chat, which is cool. Then I got my 2 last songs are songs about trains. The first one is quite famous. It was written by a guy called Benny Goodman, who sadly died a long time ago already, and was made famous by a guy named Arlo Guthrie, and then Willie Nelson as well. I think it's called The City of New Orleans. of New Orleans, Illinois Central Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out of Kankakee and rolls along past houses, farms and fields, passing trains that have no names and freight yachts full of old black men and graveyards of rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing card games with the old man in the club car. Penny a point and no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds the bottle. Hear the wheels rumbling beneath the floor. And the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. Mothers with their babes asleep are rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythms of the rail is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are you? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. Be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans. Moon changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling down to the sea. But how the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream. The stale race still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings his songs again. The passengers will please refrain. This train's got a disappearing railroad blues. Good morning, America, how are you? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. We get another song about a train, which is a song in Swiss German, and I've already told the story. I'm gonna tell it again. It's a song because you probably know one of you. Maybe Christian he understands Swiss German if his mother was from Basel, but all the others won't understand. It's the story. The song tells was written in the 70s, and it tells the story of a guy who always takes the same train back home from the city. He works in the city. He lives in the suburb, and he always every day he takes the same train back home, except for Fridays, because Fridays he can stay longer in town. He can go out with his friends to play cards, and he's allowed to do that from his wife. And all the other days he always takes the train at 6:20, leaves from the station in Bern, and then goes out to the suburbs. And but this time it's different. On a Friday, he has to go home because his sister-in-law has got the flu, and his wife has to go to look after her sister, and that's why she calls a friend, the star of the song, the main character of the song, to at his work. Back in the 70s, you couldn't just write an SMS or WhatsApp. You had to call the company, and the company, probably his boss, had to go look for him and tell him, your wife is on the phone. And then his wife told him, you have to come home today, even though it's Friday, because I've got to look after my sister-in-law because she's got the flu, and you have to come home and look after the kids. So what happens is that he ends up taking the same train as he takes every day, the train that leaves at 6:20. But what's different is that this train doesn't stop anymore on a Friday where he lives. It used to stop, now it doesn't stop anymore, and it's the ticket collector who tells him. And he said, that can't be, this train's got to stop. And then the ticket collector says, no, it doesn't stop anymore. It's changed. The timetable has changed. And so he begs him to stop the train so he can get off and go look after his kids. And the train collector, the ticket collector goes to the conductor of the train and asks him if he can stop exceptionally. And the conductor says, no, we can't do that. But the only thing I can do is slow down so our friend can jump off the train. And so the ticket collector goes back to a friend. He says, we can't stop, but you can jump off the train. It's going to go very, very slowly. And but you have to jump in the way the train is rolling. You don't jump at the right angle, because otherwise then you'd hurt yourself. And he briefs him, and then eventually the station comes up, and the collector says it's time to jump, and a friend jumps, and the collector he also said you don't just stop, you have to keep running a bit, because that way the difference of speed isn't that great, then if you keep running, you keep the momentum, and you're less likely to fall down. And that's what he does, our friend. He jumps off the train and in the direction of the train, and he runs as fast as he can, and he starts to feel happy, He has this feeling that I made it, it's all right, I made it. But as the last coach of the train goes by, the last wagon, there's a guy who grabs him by the collar from inside the train, and he lifts him back onto the train, and he says, you're very lucky that I saw you, because this train doesn't stop here anymore. So obviously he thought our friend was trying to get on the train. Okay. So that's the story of the song. I'm going to sing it now, and it's called the Godi Kerli. It's very this guttural sound of my language, the Godi Kerli. And that's the name of the guy, actually. And the song goes like this. Der Godi Kerli von Niederschelli fährt jeden Abend mit dem 20 Zug für heim um einen Freitag. Fährt er nicht so zeitig, weil sie vor Bude ging am Freitag eine Jass höcken. Es war Tradition und Gottes Lohn gsi, für das sonst am Abend ging, hat zur seiner Sippe gehabt, als wär's so geblieben, hat nicht Clara geschrieben, das ist sie Schwägerin und die hat eben die Grippe gehabt, drum hat Frau Kerli, die von Niederscherli, mal am Freitag ihrem Mann ins Geschäft telefoniert, hat gesagt, ich fahre heute zu der Clara, komm heute heim, schau zu den Kindern, dass einmal nichts passiert, so fährt halt Kerli gegen Niederscherli, am 6 Uhr am Freitag, wie sonst jeden Tag, lass die Jassen fahren, wegen der Clara, es ist das erste Mal seit manchem Jahr auf einen harten Schlag, jetzt kommt der Kondi und ruft in die Runde, das ist ein Schnellzug ohne Halt von Gewehr bis Chateau-Noir, hingegen Kerli wett auf Niederscherli und sagt, Herr Kondi, der vom Schnellzug ist ja gar nicht wahr, er soll nicht frech sein, der 20 ab 6, der gang auf schwarzen Gurt am Freitag neuestens, ohne Halt ist Gott ins Pech. kann er nicht auf seine Kappe nehmen. Der Chef, der Hockey, vor in der Locke. Wir können ja fragen, wenn der's Tüchnis gesehen, schritt er aus, drauf runter geht er und zum Führer sagt er, du lass da hängen, hockt der Mann, der will die Scherli draus. Er ist am Freitag, sonst halt nicht so zeitig, doch jetzt ist klar, eine kranke Frau fort und der Shoppen kalt. Der Chef muss lachen, sagt, es sei nicht zu machen, wir können höchstens langsam fahren und dann springen er halt. Der Conti sagt zum Kerli, es tut ihm leid, wegen Scherli, es gäbe keinen Halt. Hingegen will man ihn als Treue kommt, nicht so hocken. Er soll jetzt hocken und die Scherli Bahnhof Durchfahrt kommt in 2 Minuten. Und der Führer nimmt sie auf allen Bremsen. Und er soll springen, aber ja nicht quer, sonst stoppt's ihn schwer. Schön in der Zugfahrt, sei minder Flugfahrt. Und nachher rennen noch ein bisschen weit neben den Wegen her. So kommt's das Scherli, der geht die Kerli. Dort wo der Kondi sagt, jetzt los, ein Sprung vom Trittbrett tut. Schön langsam wagen, trotz Druck am Magen. Und nachher rennt er, was er mag, aus durch das komme gut. Beim letzten Wagen ergreift der Mann sich Kragen, lüpft ihn in den Zug und sagt, habt ihr den Schwein, hab ich nicht gesehen. Und sofort geschaltet, wisst ihr, der haltet am Freitagabend eben das Scherli neuestens nicht mehr. Thank you so much. Very cool. Thank you so much for sticking around. It was already my last song for today's live stream, and I hope I get to do this more often, or I get to do this regularly again. I'm not sure yet. It's been working for the last few weeks. I hope I'll be able to continue that, because I always have a lot of fun doing this. And I think that's it for me. I thank you so much for being here. I saw that Folk and Blues was here, Al, and I saw that Christian was here, and Hepti is here as almost every time. I see that Claudio is here as almost every time. Vocalist music, welcome. Thank you so much. I saw that To Eternity Butterfly, Shelley and Max were here. Thank you so much for tuning in. And on the top of my head, your live stream is fun. I'm very happy to read this. I'm very happy that you liked it, because I really enjoy doing these, and I'm sure I'll get to do them again. And I thank you so much for coming. And until then, I wish you a nice week, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye, everybody. I hope I'll find the stop, or I'll find the button to shut down to this time. I think I'll see it. See you later. Take care. Bye bye.